If there's one thing you could take away from this preview for the next episode of Dragon Ball Super is immortality or not, if you don't have the combat skills and the body and the strength and everything to keep up with your adversary, then it doesn't matter if you're immortal. Because if you look closely at this preview for Dragon Ball Super, the main one that's going at it is Goku Black with Trunks. Zamasu is nowhere to be found, and even in the last episode, you really don't see Zamasu doing shit. So it definitely showcases that while he's immortal, yes, while in the latest episode, Goku blasted him in the face and it was nothing, yeah, he's immortal, all that good stuff, but he's not necessarily useful in a fight against people that are stronger than him, because in the preview, you just see Trunks bodying Black and swinging him around and going absolutely insane, which, by the way, it kind of reminds me of some Broly legendary Super Saiyan shit, which I'm kind of wondering, could that potentially be some sort of link to the legendary Super Saiyan? I mean, don't get me wrong, I know the movies aren't canon and all that shit, but it could very well be that this is where it was inspired from. That madness, that chaotic insanity that some of these Saiyans be getting. It seems as though that was where it derived from Broly, or at the very least that was what it was inspired from. So in this episode, in the preview, you can tell that at the end of the day, Zamasu really isn't much, and that's why he had to get Black's body in the other universe, which he probably should have done that for himself as well. I don't see why he didn't, because you can see that he's immortal, but he can't do shit. And the preview is just all about Black fighting Trunks and pretty much seemingly getting his ass whipped, which, I ain't gonna lie, that's dope, but at the same time, it is going to kind of question, and a lot of people are gonna wonder, how is it that Trunks is doing this? I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, okay, he was fighting Super Saiyan 3, and he kind of was somewhat, throwing some blows, but again, I have to keep on going back to his manga counterpart. That was a lot stronger than him. If it was his manga counterpart, it would have seemed a little bit more believable, but the anime counterpart doesn't really have that same type of strength, so I'm kind of curious exactly how strong he is. That's a whole other, topic for another day, but based on the preview, you can see that Black is going to have his hands full, which I'm really excited for that, because it seems as though up until now, Black and Zamasu, I mean, for starters, if we're going in just Super, as far as villains go, true villains that are just evil as fuck, they're it. They're truly it, because Beerus wasn't really a villain. I mean, he was a villain, but at the same time, he was more so an antagonist after we see what he does to Earth. And then Frieza, really? Frieza was nothing. Frieza was a joke, a fart in the wind, and the Universe 6 Warriors weren't really villains. They were more so just antagonists and adversaries for the tournament, but these two, they're it. They're the villains right now of Dragon Ball Super. So this preview, yet again, it just showcases that we're going to get one hell of a battle, and I have really high expectations. I honestly do. But it seems as though we're also going to get a couple of things. You see Piccolo talking, you see Bulma going to talk to Krillin. What is Krillin going to add to anything? You see Krillin in his cop uniform, he's on the job right now. What is Krillin going to tell Bulma that is of any use? Is he going to say, yeah, I fingered 18 last night, that was kind of fun? What is Krillin going to really add to anything at this point in the story? So that was kind of having me puzzled, well, why are we looking at Krillin right now? And then it also seems as though Beerus is going to go and demand some shit as well, so we're probably going to get a little plot line with Beerus, and depending on what he does, it's going to be interesting to see how it fits into the story. Maybe he wants to go in time to check in on them or something like that. I don't know. I mean, either way, it looks as though, from what we've seen thus far, that Beerus, if he did go and show up, he would end this problem really quickly. So that's probably why they're conveniently leaving him do other things, so that way it just doesn't end right there. But again, from the preview, it looks as though we're definitely going to have an awesome fight, and I can't wait for that. Let me know what you guys think, though. First of all, big question, Zamasu. Why do you think Zamasu isn't entering the battle? Do you think he's that much weaker compared to Trunks at this particular point? Because again, he's immortal, but he doesn't have the power or capabilities to keep up with somebody that is on that Super Saiyan Blue level. Also, with Goku Black, do you think he's going to get another transformation? Or seeing as how he continues to power up because he has that same body, he's going to be able to overcome even Trunks' new form as well? And do you think that Trunks' new form is kind of inspired by Broly? And your overall thoughts of the preview or expectations, I can't freaking wait for the upcoming episode. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.